The boys soccer regular season wrapping up here at Mansfield Christian School with a non-conference tournament tune-up between the Flames and the Madison Rams. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
A match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comstock Field on the campus of Mansfield Christian School for tonight's boys soccer non-conference contest between the Flames of Mansfield Christian and the Rams of Madison. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. And Hayden, you know, these two teams already know where they're going to be in the tournament, but still want to get one more test before they get there.
Yeah, and I think it's an excellent opportunity. Not have to travel too far, but still two teams that are quality opponents for one another. Good opportunity to get ready here for postseason play.
We want to welcome you in live and free this evening on the OH Report. As always here at Mansfield Christian, Internet's a little bit hanky, so we're going to try and get this out for you in its full match. If not, we'll post it again later this evening. And while we have a moment, let's take a look at our pregame show and our team spotlights. First, for Madison, 10-5-1. They beat Willard 7-0 in their last match. They're averaging almost 4 goals per match and only allowing 1 goal per match. But we'll take a break and get down to the field for prayer and the national anthem.
Surrounding communities have been suffering with injury, illness, tragedy. We know that you are always with us. We pray that these individuals and families turn to you for comfort and strength. We know that with you, all things are possible. All things are possible. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Here in the United States of America, we enjoy an incredible amount of freedom. To honor America and in respect for all who have served our country, please remain standing for our national anthem.
Now that we've honored America, let's get back to our team spotlights. First for Madison, averaging 4 goals per match, only allowing 1.5. That's what gotten this team a team that's back on the up and up after their district double overtime championship loss to Lexington a few years ago. They kind of were on the downhill, but this year they're back at it, 10-5-1. They're a 10 seed in the Division I Slovenia district. They'll be at number 9 Findlay on the 22nd for a sectional final.
Yeah, a team that has really, I think, surprised some people this year. Very youthful, a lot of young guys on this team, but I know they've been doing their thing and certainly don't look to slow down at all tonight before the postseason starts.
And now let's get to the Flames team spotlight. Here momentarily in the pregame. And there we go. Voila. 11-4-1, the Flames. The last match, they defeated Harding 4-0. They're averaging 2.7 goals per match and only allowing .88. A very good defensive squad, very good goalie in net for the Flames. They're a 3 seed in the D3 Tiffin District, and they'll take on the Ada Van Buren winner on the 22nd right here in a sectional final under head coach Stephen Armstrong. So Mansfield Christian, another one of those teams. I mean, I'm looking right now at the state runner-up and state championship pictures. Last couple of years have been tough for them, but they as well are on their way back up to being that soccer team that everybody knows and loves here in Richland County.
Yeah, always a good laugh when we get a chance to look up at those pictures, Travis, and see
the story
our very
about
own Jesse Ryder emotionless after winning the state championship.
Big old grin, no big grins on his face, despite winning a state title. But they gave up those late goals, had to win in overtime, and that was kind of what didn't make him happy. But they won a state
who's
championship.
Happy on the inside.
Absolutely.
Everyone's got most people have their long sleeves on tonight. Beautiful fall evening out here. That sun went down very quickly after the JV match. Wish you could see a little bit more of the foliage here at Mansfield Christian. Beautiful this time of year, but
yeah, it's a great night. I was talking to you beforehand. On my drive back from West Virginia on Monday, it was perfect. You're driving through the orange trees, and all the foliage, everything. The leaves aren't yet falling off the trees. This is perfect autumn weather. It looks like we're going to avoid the weather as well because some rain came through last night, but really not going to affect us today.
Doesn't look that way. I know there was a slight chance you could see some in the distance, but it looks like we're going to have what looks to be a nice clear evening here on the campus of Mansfield Christian.
As both sides just about ready to go, take a look at the Rams of Madison. So we're about ready to go here. Our first soccer match together, Hayden. We're always on the volleyball side of things.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday while filming our football show. It's our first time this year to call a little soccer together. Always good to be brushed up on the sport.
So just about ready to go. 11-4-1 in D3 versus 10-5-1 in D1. And it will be, well, it looks like Madison taking the opening kick. It'll be Joey Walker. And we are underway on the Mechanics Bank scoreboard. Rams in their road whites, green numbering going from right to left. Mansfield Christian in their home reds, white lettering going from left to right. Madison reversing their offensive possession. That's Deegan Herr advancing the ball up. Madison trying the cross. It's knocked out of bounds. And we'll have our first corner of the night by the Rams.
And as you said, Travis, although both teams already know their seeding and route to begin the postseason, I always kind of enjoy these last few regular season contests because a lot of the teams aren't too scared once they already have that to lock down some of these teams they know are going to give them a quality look for the postseason.
Braden Rogers with the kick, but it's corralled out of there easily by the keeper. And he has quite the boot. Kicked that 3/4 of the way down the field.
Yeah, that thing was launched.
That's out of bounds, so Mansfield Christian now will get possession. Just underway here, 38:40 left in the opening half. That pass, though, too strong. And back comes Madison.
Now, I believe this is only maybe my only third soccer match live of the season. Did have a chance to watch these Madison Rams warm up as Storm Blunchley was still on his way to a match. So I've seen them warm up in a little bit of their first half. I know they like to come out and get shots on goal early as they just did there.
Big shot from distance, but once again corralled by Griffin Baker. That was her on the attempt. And they'll get another chance here. There's the cross, but no, still in the box. Finally kicked away. Madison will have the throw in.
And those the OCC very competitive on the boys' side of things this year. We watched Worcester lock down the conference championship last week when they took down Mansfield Senior. But I mean, talk about top to bottom with Lexington and Madison, Ashland, a lot of great programs in the Ohio Cardinal Conference.
Weston Neal is going to be flicked out of bounds by Gavin Cates. And Mansfield Christian will get a throw-in deep in Madison territory, nearly down like a corner. And this is a perfect setup for Luke Zerby.
Yeah, very ominous look on our screen. You just kind of can fall off into the abyss if he takes too many more steps.
And Brian's told me about him. He has quite the arm.
Yeah,
it's like a corner shot on net, but just wide. Didn't get a lot on it.
Wow. Yeah, he got that down far.
The attempt just wide. And we remain scoreless here early on.
Yeah, credit to his arm strength. It's really a throw-in that almost becomes a corner kick when you have someone with that ability.
Walker will cross it far side to Goad. As Madison once again trying to get inside Mansfield Christian territory. Max Hovler will kick it back to Zerby. Both these teams, feeling each other out early on. Both teams had good offensive chances, but the defense standing up to things early on here, Hayden.
And I think with a lot of these competitive teams, that's what I've encountered happens a lot this year. I mean, even the Worcester Mansfield Senior match we were at last week, I mean, that was a scoreless match for, I believe, the majority of the first chunk of the first half. And then things kind of exploded there near halftime. But a lot of teams take each other just a few minutes, or it could be many minutes, to figure each other out and try and figure out where the holes are going to be in the defense.
Coming up on 5 minutes in. Both teams with a shot apiece. Possession about even as well here early on. Colin Faith crosses midfield with it. Now it's over to CJ Steffi.
Flames had a pretty dominant win over Harding this weekend, a match early Saturday morning that if you happen to miss, you can go back and take a look at on the OH report. But looking to keep that momentum and looking for the same offensive firepower they had that day here this evening.
That one knocked out of bounds, and Mansfield Christian will have a throw in here. A lot of fans here,
Yeah.
Also a dog.
Yeah, dog below us not too happy about the call.
I think he wants to see a little more offense by the Flames.
You know, that would be one of those awesome moments. I've seen I believe college football, there's a dog that runs out and gets the kickoff tee. How awesome would that be to have him as a ball boy here tonight?
We saw last year, we saw a dog retrieve a foul ball at the Wendy's Classic. I mean, anything's possible.
True.
Hopefully that's during a stoppage, though. You don't want any animals out there on the field of play, because, you know, probably half the players want to go pet it, and then who's out there to play?
Well, and what happened in Major League Baseball last night? Wasn't there
there was a goose.
A goose on the field.
Did not help the Dodgers, though.
No.
As the Padres even things up. That is going to be out of bounds once again. Clean first 7 minutes here as well. No fouls, no cards yet. Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, you still want your guys to go out and be competitive, play with passion, but this is that part where, you know, coaches are always grimacing a little bit, want to avoid any injuries before postseason picks up.
Nice header by Tristan Johnson to switch possession. As both teams continually going back and forth here at midfield. That's going to get kicked out of bounds, maybe? Yes, it will. And the Flames, once again, will get a throw in Madison territory. I want to welcome everybody in once again, live and free on the OH Report. Let us know where you're watching from. And as always, give us a shout out. We'll shout you out.
One of 2 live and free matches going on right now. We've also got Ashland traveling down to the Valley, taking on Clear Fork over on our main channel. But, I mean, if it's your and I's first soccer call of the year, I don't know anyone would be switching matches, Travis.
Oh, yes. Suspense here. Deep throw in. Bicycle attempt, but collected. You know, in the Worcester-Mansfield senior match, we saw one on both sides. You take a look at the attempt. That was Randy Jamison with the shot. And now we will get our first foul of the match on the Flames. As Madison now will get the free kick. It's pretty much just a shorter corner for them.
Let to go to the outside.
Shot on net, deflected and saved. So you take a look at the Coney Island Diner replay. Just kept it in front of him, was able to pick it up before Madison could get back there.
Nice job
and remain scoreless, yeah.
Nice job by that young man, the MC goalkeeper. Those are ones those can get dangerous when you have those trailers. Oftentimes, that first connection, you block it, you've got 2 or 3 guys ready to strike, so you got to get back on your feet.
Ten minutes gone by here. Still scoreless, although that last attempt, the best offensive possession either side has had here early on. Rams electing to flick that out towards midfield. And nearly worked, but Mansfield Christian back with possession. That's going to get kicked out of bounds. I don't know, we might have had a foul beforehand, though. Take a look at the replay here.
Maybe away from the play, or?
It will be a free kick, so first foul of the night against the Rams.
Nice boot.
A little bit low into the box is Travis Jamison able to deflect it back out. Now Madison on the offensive.
Yeah, they get back quick. You see already 5 guys across midfield.
And that's going to be offsides. Barely offsides. Julius Walker got a little too antsy there. As you can see, the defender stopped. He didn't see it, kept going on, and that is an offsides call.
I think despite the fact that I would be tired after a few trips up and down, I think that would be my biggest flaw as a soccer player is just getting so eager.
So antsy?
I would get a lot of those offsides, I'm sure. You see that open net in front of you. That's, of course, if I could ever find myself in a breakaway situation.
So the Rams with another free kick into the box, but right there with the save is Baker. And we'll get another foul against the Rams. 2 apiece now. 13 minutes in.
Appears the grass is a little choppy tonight after that precipitation last night, but, you know, I kind of expected it to be even a little bit more treacherous. Haven't walked on it tonight, but so far looking okay.
Well, also, you know, with the temperature dropping, we might see some condensation as well.
True. Dare we say wet snowflakes next week,
Don't
Travis?
you dare say that word yet. I saw that even the weather people were afraid to say the S word. Quick change of possession here. Flying down the sideline was Walker. But Mansfield Christian will get possession as he last touched him. Madison this year, their losses: Ashland 3-1, Westerville Central 5-1, Worcester 2-1, Lexington 4-0, and Ontario 4-0. Their one tie was to Mount Vernon. We'll get their victories here in a moment. Flames back on the offensive. And once again, you know, Madison's just content with just flicking it back out of bounds, setting up their defense, and really playing, per se, lockdown defense.
I agree. You know, some teams get really antsy in the aspect that they want to control. Even if they're not scoring goals, they want to be controlling the ball offensively at all times and dominate the possession. Madison looks all right with, like you said, whether they are possessing the ball or not. They get set in that defense, and I think they have a lot of faith and trust in their defense as a team.
You got a big collision there. Maybe a couple heads
that didn't look good.
Went together, and I'm just going to get a stoppage and probably an injury break there. That was, I mean, wasn't anything bad, but just 2 players going right up for it.
Everything hurts a lot more, too, when it gets down into the temperatures we're in tonight. All those collisions, bumps, and bruises hurt a little bit extra. Both players do appear to be all right, though, probably shaken up a bit, but both back on their feet.
Yeah, they were able to get the head off the ball first, and then they collided. So some substitutions here with the clock stopped. Caleb Evans in for the Rams, as that is booted away to midfield. 15 minutes in here, still scoreless. Both sides did have offensive chances at the net, but nothing has crossed the plane of the goal line yet. This could be a big year tournament-wise for teams here in North Central Ohio. I mean, Hayden, you have first the Lexington Minutemen, who seem to be the best boys squad here in North Central Ohio. You have Mansfield Christian on the up and up as that throw is kicked away.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. You know, you were talking a lot with me yesterday about just some of the matchups that we already know and are looking ahead to next week, and it really does. It just seems like this area is really thriving right now on both sides, you know, on boys and girls soccer.
Mansfield Christian is there. They'll try and get it back. Madison applying pressure.
Really going at it now.
Yeah. And that's going to be a foul.
Officials let both sides, I think, get away with a little bit of scrappiness there for a little bit, but ultimately going to try and probably keep things in line. Go ahead and give the foul there.
Free kick curving into the net. Big scrum, but it's taken out by Baker. Take a look at the Coney Island Diner replay one more time. A lot of people there, but you know, you're not allowed to get into the goalie. He knew that and was able to high point that ball.
Yeah, nice job elevating amongst the rest of the pack.
Rams once again with it here near the midfield line. Barely keeping it in bounds, but they do. So they would advance it up. Nice deflection pass, but it's just beyond the reach of Jamison. And Mansfield Christian will get possession and a substitution. Connor Lose will come back in. 0-0 here on the Mechanics Bank scoreboard. Right now, Hayden, I'd give it probably about 60-40 possession in favor of the Rams.
I agree. I think, yeah, but a lot of time has been spent by both teams, only about 10 yards either direction from midfield, but Madison a little bit more aggressive once they have been able to get it into their possession, spent the ball, you know, a little bit more time down here.
And we're going to get another substitution. Madison once again trying to speed things up there, but sometimes your own coach slows you down with a substitution. The Rams wins this year. You saw opening night against Clear Fork down at the Valley. They won 4-2 after going down 2-0. Defeated Vermilion 4-2. So they're going to have a chance here. Nice deflection away, though. Beat Oregon Clay 5-0 before taking down Norwalk 2-1, Mansfield Senior 4-1. Handled West Holmes 11-0 and River Valley 8-0. Then defeated Galleon 5-0, defeated New Philadelphia 2-1, and then that Willard score of 7-0. That's going to get headed out, and it'll be a corner for the Rams.
Just remembered a third boys soccer match that we have tonight. Not live, but we'll have a highlight. Lexington hosting Bowling Green High School, the Bobcats, this evening.
That's another thing about the Minutemen. They had a really good non-conference schedule to get them ready because they knew this was the last, I think, maybe the last year they had a really good shot with the players they had. That cross goes wide and out of bounds. Take a look at the replay. No one there, though, because everybody was on that right side.
Who was it? I just watched Lexington a few weeks ago take on a really another good non-conference, and I'm blanking.
Bay?
No. I'll think of it eventually.
Well, I think, didn't you cover a match that was like 1-0 into the last 5 minutes and ended up being 4-2 or something like that?
It'll come to me.
We've done a lot of volleyball, folks. This is our, like I said, this is our first soccer match of the year.
We're out of our element a little bit tonight. Well, I saw on Ashland bus that the Lady Flames have a volleyball match tonight.
I don't know. I think I did see Ashland was their final match. So
Okay.
you may be right. Flames on sides, but just a little too strong, and that's going to be taken out of there by Will Jamison. They stayed on side. They have a good attempt, but just too strong. Under 20 left now. Actually, 19 minutes left here in the opening half. Taking a look now at Mansfield Christian's schedule. Opened up with a 1-0 loss against Worthington Christian. Then they knocked off 4 straight victories, defeating Delaware Christian 3-0, Loudonville 4-0, Mount Vernon 1-0, Clear Fork 3-2. That was a big win for them as well.
That is huge.
So that pass goes wide, and it will be a goal kick. They then fell to Berlin Highland 2-0. Got 2 more wins, 2-1 against Willard and 4-0 at Crestview. Fell to Riverdale 2-1. Then got 3 more wins in a row, 8-0 against Galleon, 2-1 and 2-1 to Central Christian and Highland. Central Christian, that's their soccer rival in the MVC.
That is.
That even back to the state semifinal, they played at Lexington that went to penalty kicks before Central Christian won to go to the state championship game. But those 2 rivals, so that's a big win for Mansfield Christian, 2-1. Fell to Huron 2-1 before beating St. Peter's 9-0, tying Tree of Life 1-1, and then that Harding game where they won 4-0.
Madison with a breakout chance.
There are a couple Flames back, and it's going to be a foul on – no, it's not going to be a foul. It's going to be a goal kick.
The old box out technique there. I get a lot of
it
good
just
laughs
crossed
out
the
of
line.
that.
That's why you see a lot of basketball players playing soccer and vice versa. They already have that physicality.
Yeah, going up and down the court. Here you're just going up and down the field. Ooh,
and we're going to get a big foul here to the chagrin of the press box. Mom of the player, she's allowed. She is allowed if it's the mom of the player. My mom did the same thing many times. That is allowed. I will allow it here.
Yeah, that's a red card in that case. Where's the card?
Yeah, where's the card? That should be a penalty kick. I don't care where it's at. It should be a penalty. That's going to be jousted, and I believe, are we going to have our first corner? We are. Flames going to get their first corner of the night.
Opportunity now to get the first goal on that scoreboard tonight, which just fell under 16 minutes.
.46, and that's actually going to be a throw, but it's like a corner.
Yeah, it
with
is.
The arm of Zerby. Like, very impressive. Mansfield Christian had a football team. There's your quarterback.
I mean, you know, they'd have no shortage of kickers in that case.
Misplayed by Madison. Mansfield Christian will get it after the substitution. You're talking about Lexington. Was it Ottawa Hills? They won 5-2.
Yes, it was the Green Bears.
They fell 3-1 to St. John Jesuit on the 8th of October. Fell to Worcester 3-1, and then lost to Lima Shawnee 2-1 and Ashland 3-2. But they do have, Lexington does have non-conference victories over Ontario 3-1. They tied Bay, beat Rocky River 6-0, beat Ottawa Hills 5-2, beat Kenton 2-1. That's another big team in the region. And then that's St. John's Jesuit and then Bowling Green. They will take on Clyde on the 17th of October in their sectional. Flames looking to break through here. But that's going to get deflected out, and it will be a goal kick for Madison with 14:26 left here in the opening half.
And I mean, when we discuss what some of these teams in the OCC are doing, that's the other tough thing for a team like Madison. I mean, a lot of those non-conference schedules, when you're trying to build your program to that next level, those are the tougher opponents. I mean, they're within conference, you've got a hard enough schedule. I know that's what we were talking to the Mansfield senior coach last week about, so just big things for the OCC.
Great slide tackle out. Who's going to get the ball? It will be Madison, but what a job there by Zerby to really keep things. Just see the tail end of that.
A couple more subs.
But that was a great job of stopping the momentum of Madison, allowing the defense to get back.
Yeah, you know, there's honestly a lot of strategy that goes into when you can utilize subbing to slow play.
Big sports night for me, Hayden.
It is.
Header. It's going to be kicked away. On the throw-in. That was a nice throw-in as well. It actually went off the head of a Flame defender. But Zerby there once again to kick it away.
Yeah, so it's going to wait for an appropriate stop in
and
the
then
action.
Another throw-in. So back-to-back replays.
Travis's Mountaineers.
7-3 over Baylor right now. But also, if you watch the stats rankings earlier, I said my Penguins start tonight. They're up 3-0 in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
3-0. It's 3-0 in hockey. Only in soccer we got nil, but still.
My goodness, that's quite the start.
Yeah. And this match is 0-0 right now. I got a good one here. Great sports night for me. Then there's there's our Steelers, Hayden.
Yeah.
Although, at least we're not losing like the Browns are, because that'd probably kill me even more.
Yeah, at least at halftime we can just go ahead and accept our fate for the afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be great having Tom Brady come into Pittsburgh and just throw all over us. But the mash unit that is the Steelers' defense. Jousting back and forth.
Ooh, physical again. Oh, okay.
And some shoving. Are we going to get a stoppage? I don't know. Might get a card here. And we are going to get a stoppage. And will we get double? Will we get
two? Or
there's a yellow on Madison.
Oh,
and I think it's on the shove. So we got a yellow against Madison. We'll give you the replay here momentarily, but
I think it's warranted.
Here's the jousting, and I think it was that little shove.
Yeah,
we'll back it up a little bit here.
Last guy to do something's always going to get that card. So,
and they're fighting back and forth, and then I think it's
it could have gone both. It could have gone to both. Could have gone to none. I don't know.
Nonetheless, it's a yellow against Madison. So he will have to go off for the moment and come back in. And, in soccer, 2 yellows, you're going to get – it's a red and an ejection. And depending on – well, it's also you're out for the next game, which is tough for Madison.
And now you definitely have to be careful. It's that time of year you got to be careful with cards. Which is tough. Competition goes up, but higher stakes on the line. You got to maintain your cool. Don't want to face any suspensions.
And they're going to get it to the arm of Zerby. Jeez.
Makes it look effortless.
Bit of a collision. Misplayed. Mansfield Christian still with possession, and now it's turned away. Nice pass ahead. There's Zerby to flick it back. Easton Mazek gets it away.
Wow.
Nice
Look at the
ball
navigation.
movement. Yeah, it's Joey Walker once again, walking his way through the defense. That pass ahead, and it's going to be taken out by Baker. 10:35 left here, opening half. Whistle, and now subs will be coming in. Jamison and Price checking in for the Rams. Both sides had, well, Mansfield Christian had one corner, Madison with two so far here. The Rams had the best chance at a shot on target earlier. But Griffin Baker's been there. He's had a solid start to this match.
You know, something I've talked to a lot of goalkeepers about when I've had a chance to this year is when you're locked into a 0-0 match, you know, and if there haven't been a ton of shots on goal, which I think we've seen the frequentness of those go up here as the has progressed. But I talked to them a lot about how they stay locked in. You know, a lot of them, they're very vocal back there. They're still giving out commands and talking with teammates. But I think that's a tall task that, you know, you got to try and stay locked in.
Great header to keep that offensive possession from the box. Zerby once again. 8:55 left here in the first half. Will somebody break through before we reach the break? So that'll go into the woods of the
I do
nice
not
fall
want to go in
foliage.
that woods tonight. It's too dark.
Spooky season, Hayden.
Yeah, I was going to say, they even have a campfire going here. I can start to smell that.
Oh, yeah, they always do once it gets this time of year.
Kind of envious. My hands are getting a little cold.
It's fall weather, though. Can't wait for tomorrow night, too.
Beautiful, yes.
Football Friday night. Football Thursday night, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, there's a terrible game going on Amazon Prime tonight, or you can be locked in here live and free.
Well, I do have two players on my fantasy team.
Okay,
going, so that's the only reason I'm you know, the other
check
football
into
game
that.
I will be watching when I get home will be, you know.
Yes. Okay, true.
Can Neil Brown keep his job at West Virginia? Well, they lead 7-3 right now against Baylor. Speaking of hockey, I see a guy in a Happy Gilmore jersey, and I am loving it. We'll have to get that at half, show him, but that is brilliant right there. Bravo to him. Webb checks in for Madison. Shot on net. Taken out by Jamison. Isaac McFadden worked his way through traffic and had an attempt. The first shot on goal tonight for the Flames. 7:15 remaining.
Pass broken up there by the Rams.
Just see the shot taken in. That'll be the fourth save tonight by Baker.
Really don't think we've had too many scoreless matches this season entering halftime.
We nearly did. Mansfield Senior Worcester, but
12 seconds, I
12
believe.
seconds, yeah, a big.
That's one of those almost more emotional mentally deflating rather than, you know, Mansfield Senior's capable of going out and getting a goal, but you feel so defeated. You're about to make it to halftime.
And we're going to get a foul against Mansfield Christian. Shot over the net. No good. Should take a look at the replay.
Just too high.
So Baker will have the free kick with 5:45. Well, the goal kick. I'm still getting back into soccer mode.
Asking his teammates to move around a bit. We continue this kind of back and forth, a lot of exchanging of possession when it goes out of bounds.
And we're going to get a foul against Madison. Both sides with 4. Under 5 to play here in the opening half. Mansfield Christian doing a very good job of getting back defensively. Maybe 3 or 4 Madison offensive players, but you have 7 or 8 Flames back there to really burn out the offensive possession. Am I right? Shot on net, left side, he scores! Mansfield Christian gets on the board.
That one, I mean, not only did you catch me by surprise, but that one took me by surprise. It almost looked like it was going to be wide left easily. Sneaks its way into that back left corner.
With 4:26 remaining, we'll take a look at the replay
this thing
more time. Finding he had 3 guys in front of him too.
Wow.
Weston Neal. With the goal with 4:26.
So enough talk about a scoreless match leads to a Flames goal. We'll see. Once that team gets that first one in there too, we'll see how, you know, how many more shots they can get in this final 4 minutes.
But Mansfield Christian didn't have a lot of, you know, offensive attempts. But in this beautiful game, you don't need a ton of offensive attempts if you score on one of them or 2. And with a team that is averaging only .88 goals against, 1 may be enough here tonight.
That's very true. I think we'll probably see Madison pick up the intensity here too in these final few minutes. Try and see if they can't get things even back up going into halftime.
They will have a throw in here deep in Mansfield Christian territory. 3:12 left here in the half. And there's one of my favorite plays in soccer, the nutmeg. Tried to get that through the defenders, but kicked away. And it will be a corner for Madison, so big chance here to try and equalize things right before the break. Flames lead on the Weston Neal goal from distance. Low kick, another nutmeg, kicked away.
Haven't really seen Madison on their corner kicks this evening, really trying to loft one up. They've kind of gone for more of those low line drives to see what they can do with the first few guys to the ball.
And that will be out and a throw in for Mansfield Christian. It's always kind of a kick in the gut when you give up a goal with less than 5 minutes in the half, especially after a well defensively played first half. Unless you get the equalizer, though. But that's a big goal for the Flames here.
Yeah, I think it is tough in a sport where there's really not this prolonged stoppage after you or your opponent scores. There really are no timeouts unless, you know, someone unfortunately gets injured or anything like that. So you really have to be mentally tough all 40 minutes while you're out there because no one's stopping that clock for you, and you just got to keep going.
Randy Jamison tried to juke out the whole Mansfield Christian defense there. He went through 4 or 5 defenders, but before finally getting taken away. That will be a foul on Mansfield Christian, so another chance here for Madison to maybe break through as we come up on a minute left in the half.
Yeah, great chance for them here. Don't want to waste it, just a minute left.
60 seconds exactly. Shot over the net. No good. Goal kick, Mansfield Christian.
Yeah, just way too much sauce on that one. Set about 5 feet over the net.
A little too much spice, a little too much nutmeg on that. Jeez.
Nutmeg's a very fall-like spice,
yes,
too,
it is.
right?
On your pumpkin spice latte and everything like that.
Yeah, I won't lie. Good pumpkin spice latte here and there.
I don't like that a latte.
Do they make us pumpkin spice latte Mountain Dew?
No.
All right.
No, it's an energy drink and has no sugar in it, all right?
Okay. Well, they can make a no sugar
chance
one.
for Madison. Gets it by the keeper, and we are tied.
Woo.
Joey Walker. So we take a look at the replay, and Madison does get the equalizer before the break as he just stays onside.
I would say Walker walking it off, but this is only just the first half and just tied up. But big players make big plays. All tied up back at 1 apiece.
15 seconds left. Last ditch effort here
Lot
for
of
Mansfield
hustle.
Christian. Got a shot, deflected away.
Got a whistle.
And that should.
It's going to be on the interaction with the goalkeeper? I'm not sure here. Nope.
Nonetheless, that'll do it for the half.
Okay. So we get a little bit of drama, but we had the half.
We have reached the break. Your score after 40 minutes, Mansfield Christian 1, Madison 1. We'll take a break. Be back with halftime stats and much more live and free on the OH Report.
Number 1 receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard Flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
a builder,
I coach,
culinary arts,
auditor,
a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official,
just go for it.
Take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
What's up, America? Brian Skoronsky here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively, right here on the OH Report.
Halftime here at Comstock Field. Well, we're tied at 1. Both goals coming in the final 5. We're already alongside Hayden Gray. And Hayden, you know, Madison, I think, controlled a little bit more of the pace. But all it takes is one shot on net, and it could go in. That's what Mansfield Christian got. Madison, on the other hand, got one breakaway, perfectly stayed on sides, got it past the keeper, and we're knotted up at 1.
Yeah, we were just talking about the soccer match that we were both at conveniently last week. That was scoreless until 12 seconds left. All it took was 4 minutes to get us tied back up at 1 apiece, almost as if we didn't play the first half.
Let's take a look at the halftime stats. The Rams, 8 shots to 4, 5 on goal to 2 by Mansfield Christian, both, though, 1 each going into the back of the net. 1 offsides, that's against Madison. Possession, I think pretty much 59-41 in favor of Madison. It's been close, but a lot of play at midfield. Corner kicks, 3-1. Saves, 4-1 in favor of Griffin Baker. Cards, you had the yellow card. It could have gone either way, but, you know, the extra shove at the end went against Madison. And then fouls, 5-4. It was a clean first 15 minutes. Then it got a little bit more competitive there as we went on.
Yeah, you know, the one that we were talking about, I do think it could have gone either way. I think just too competitive. You know, there's been nothing malicious tonight, so a couple of good teams, competitive teams going at it, and it's been about as even as you could chalk it up to be. I do think that you're right. You know, the pedestal leans a little bit more towards the Rams and their ability to find some shots on the net, and that one time that Mansfield Christian did give up a goal, you know, kind of a split-second decision. You got to decide whether you're going to dive or stay on your feet, and Madison was able to take advantage.
So the Flames took the lead first at 4:26 left in the half. Weston Neal was able to get one through 3 defenders and into the left side of the net. But then with I'd say about 23 seconds, 24 seconds left here in the half, the match was equalized back up by Joey Walker, stayed on side, was able to get right around the goalie, and then put it into the back of the net to even things up at 1. We're going to take a break. Be back with half number 2. You're watching high school soccer live and free on the OH Report.
Number 1 receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach.
Culinary arts. Auditor.
A firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com. Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Ready to go here. We're for half number 2 from Comstock. 1-1 the score. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. Madison in their road whites. Green lettering going from left to right now. Mansfield Christian in their home reds going from right to left. Both scores within the final 4:30 of the first half after a pretty well defensively played first 35.
And let me tell you what, I give these kids a lot of credit, too. I don't know if we're just used to, well, there's not much in between in volleyball stats. In football, halftime a little bit prolonged, but man, does halftime feel like it flies by compared to the 40 minutes they're out on the field.
Before I answer that, you just sounded like Chris Collinsworth. Well, I tell you what, there's a guy.
Oh, that's a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment.
There's a guy. Both these teams know where they will be in the tournament next week. Just trying to get a little more competitive action in there before we go towards that.
Yeah, they got to get you on that one.
Take a look at it one more time. They both were going, yeah, he slowed up. The offensive player didn't, and that's going to be a foul on Mansfield Christian, their first of the second half. Kicked in. Easily saved, though, by Baker.
Solid night for him continues. I mean, up until that last-minute goal, he's been consistent on a defensive side all night.
Madison backing things up, trying to advance.
Takes a awkward bounce.
That's deflected off of Mansfield Christian. Madison will have the throw in.
Ooh. We're going to have a foul called on Mansfield Christian. Possibly. I don't know.
And that's going to go against the Flames one more time.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they both kind of competed on the jump, but I don't know if it was anything warranting a foul.
Might have what to do with possession too. Did he have a clear path for possession? Was he, backed up from that? Oh, the referee strutting his stuff, trying to mark off that 10 yards for some reason. Okay, that's gonna be on net and offsides. So you see, yep, just behind the last defender. The second offsides of the match for the Rams, and actually for the match.
I was going to say, that was another halftime stat. Pretty clean both sides. Mansfield Christian still without no offsides.
Lead pass flicked away, and it'll be a throw-in for the Flames.
That one deep into those deep, dark woods.
Spooky season.
Oh, man, collisions all over the place.
And that's going to be foul on MCS. So 3 quick fouls.
As you mentioned, truly is a sizable crowd here tonight. Always enjoy coming to this venue. It's cool to see how they get set up right along the field, close to the action. Another little shove. Mansfield Christian fights to keep it in.
And that's going to be flicked out. And it'll be a throw-in for Madison. If this gets cleared, we'll bring up tonight's trivia question.
Ooh.
Apparently, this is what I saw. Brian had one, but this is what we do on soccer stream. So it's a soccer-related one. It's the throw-in taken out of there.
I like trivia. I'm not good at it, but
tonight's trivia question: who was the last Richland County boys soccer squad to reach the state final?
Do you get options, or is it just fill in the blank?
It's just fill in the blank.
I'm
going to give you. I'm going to give you until 30 minutes on the clock to do so. Who was the last Richland County boys soccer squad to reach the state final?
Anyone watching, you're not going to get a guess out of me. I'm not going to embarrass myself. We're going to need your help. Let us know in the comments.
That's going to get kicked out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Madison. Braden Rogers, the throw-in for the Rams. Now he gives it away, actually. That's C.J. Steffi. Headed out, and then kicked out. We'll have another throw-in. Try to get this back into play. 34 minutes left in regulation. And as a reminder, in regular season play, there is no overtime or PKs. A tie ends in a draw. That's what you call sacrificing your body for the betterment of your team.
Right,
Brady Baker just threw his body at that, and there's a little shove, and I think we're going to get a card here. Yep, we will get a card.
Now, he's been at the center of a lot of drama tonight as well. We'll see what choice they give here on the card. I'll go yellow.
It'll be a yellow.
First card for Mansfield's Christian. And honestly, I think just both teams care deeply about the results of this match. And I think that's what we're seeing out here.
And it was a little bit of a shove off there. You also saw Weston Neal not happy with the call, or either the call or the play there. Nonetheless, it's going to be a kick too strong. No, they're going to say that was headed in. So off the goalie, and it'll be a corner.
Okay.
So Madison with the corner, looking to take the lead.
Oh, a little trickery. Takes it up top.
Big kick. And it's offside.
Offside, yeah. I like the decision to maybe try and catch the Flames off guard, but past that.
So Jesse Ryder's watching. The question should be, who's the only Richland County boys team to make it to the state final?
And if Jesse comments on it, is that giving me any kind of hints?
I'm not saying anything, Hayden.
All right. Great. Now, thanks for telling me Jesse's watching. Now I have to try and sound intelligent. There's still 32 minutes left, Jesse. It's never too late to head on down to Mansfield Christian.
Grace watching from Pittsburgh. Go Rams.
All right.
Hey, if you're ever in town, bring me a Permane Brothers sandwich. Those things are amazing. not that knockoff stuff from Cleveland.
You know, I've had
paninis. It's all right. It's all right, but it's not Permane.
I've had a friend spend a weekend in Pittsburgh and told me that was definitely, if I was there for a day and just could only choose one food place to try, that would be it.
Yeah, the Capicola, man. Oof. Good stuff. I actually, last year during the summer, we were up there for something. It was Brian Skoronsky, myself, Adam Thompson. That shot just over the net. Anthony Smith had an open opportunity, but just elevated it a little too much. And we remained tied at 1. So it was Storm Blunchley, myself, Brian, and Adam.
Okay.
We're up there for some work. Stayed in downtown Pittsburgh. I took them. I said, we're going to eat somewhere. I said, we are taking the tram down to the point, and you're going to get some Permanis. And you know what? All of them loved it.
Oh, I bet.
Loved it.
You know, speaking of food, I recently saw today, you know, getting ready for the match, that our buddy Garrett Parlett putting out a food review today.
Yes.
On the G-Man Project. Go check that out. I believe he reviewed the Ashland Worcester Drive-In. Some chicken tenders, huh?
Tendies. Some chicken tendies and fries, and said one of the best root beers, too.
Okay.
Jesse, I would, if you are watching, sir, I would like your analysis. If you would like to comment again on Facebook, let us know what you're thinking of this match thus far. Flames looking to get it in, headed away.
Yeah, rumor has it another episode of our
Soccer
newest
Locker
show
coming up. Yeah,
was filmed today, so be on the lookout for that.
That's kicked out of bounds. Off of Mansfield Christian. They're going to call a foul, however. The 4th foul here in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And, well, we'll see what this does, and then I'll show you the answer.
Oh, that's right. It's 30.
Yes.
It's time.
Of our trivia question. Deep kick in and right at Baker. Take a look at the Coney Island Diner replay. Right at him, able to easily pick that up. You ready?
Okay.
The answer, who was the last and only Richland County boys soccer squad to make a state final?
Dun, dun, dun,
it was the Mansfield Christian Flames. Under
Get
Jesse
outta
Ryder,
here. Huh.
Twice the state runner-up and state championships.
Oh, Travis, I believe we had a different head
yes,
coach
and
then.
Steven was there too. I know. I just got yelled at by his wife. I shouldn't have said that. It's dark in here. I can't see the pictures.
It's
I just know
cold.
Jesse's watching right now. Steven's wife says hello, Jesse, by the way. But we got to get to the picture, and we said this earlier, and we have to say it every time we're here. I've been told by Brian I have to mention it. But they won the state championship in 2014, 2013 and 14. 13 was the runner-up. 14 was the state championship. But in that 14 game, ended up going to OT.
Yeah, I should have won.
Mansfield Christian won. But they gave up a lead late, and they show the picture. You see the players with their medals, the trophy, you know, all happy, except for one person who's just stone-faced. And that is our own Jesse Ryder because, well, MCS gave up the lead and nearly lost it. However, they still won a state championship. But Jesse, it's not enough for him, who now is an international champion as well, getting a trophy across. But my apologies to the Armstrongs. Yes, Steven was the head coach. Yeah, and we can't do it without Jesse either because me and him sound like a bunch of bums. When Jesse's on the call.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, when Jesse's on the call, we sound like we actually know what we're talking about half the time. So thank you, Jesse. That is right. You know, it was Steven and Jesse would flip-flop back and forth who would be coaching that year. Nearly a Flames goal there, but taken out. So the state the runner-up was Jesse's year. The next year was Steven's. Stephen looking to get back there this year. The Flames, the number 3 seed in the Tiffin district. They will get a sectional championship match right here at Comstock on the 22nd. I believe that's a Saturday afternoon. So
I think so.
Against either Van Buren or Ada.
Another chance now for the Flames.
That's kicked out, and I think it will be Flames possession.
Throw in for the Flames. Giving some time, get them up in scoring position.
Tonight's trivia question brought to you by no one. It's kind of like EJ's Nito's Stat of the Night on TNT. Unsullied by sponsorship since 2022. Thrown into the box, headed, still there, and cleared out.
Oh.
No. Mansfield Christian had a chance on the pass, but just too strong out of bounds, and Madison will get possession after the substitution.
Throwing from the Rams.
And looks like they will get possession. Yes. However, Mansfield Christian's really picked up the pressure here in this second half.
They have playing a lot, you know.
Total possession, I think, is close to 50-50 right now.
Yeah, they've really been more aggressive on offense, and I think I felt a little bit more urgency, and then that same physicality has kept up.
Rams looking to get the cross here. Guarded by Mansfield Christian and cleared away. 15 minutes in here to the second half. Tied at 1. Both goals coming in the last 4 minutes and 26 seconds of the first half.
This match starting to really have. Maybe we're just going to get treated really well tonight, Travis.
Johnson's going to get called for a bump there.
This match starting to feel like it could come down to those final moments again. Because if there's one thing, and I root for it for both teams' sake, you don't like to see ties. You don't like to see draws.
And now clock's going to get stopped.
Official wants to have a conversation with.
Why are you giving him a card now?
Really?
Is my question. I guess it might be delay of game. I don't know if they do that for delay. You know, slowing the game up. He was back, then walked up a little bit, and you're supposed to stay 10 yards off the ball on a free kick.
All right.
So that might be.
You know, sometimes that's a touchy one for me because there's a lot of other moments where it's not slowed down maybe as obvious, but come on. There's a lot of times where the game is delayed purposefully here and there, even if it's a matter of seconds that build up over time.
Ooh.
All that being said, the officials have a lot more knowledge than us, and if you're ever interested, State of
Just
Ohio
like the commercials.
needs quite a few
They do.
officials, so look into it, folks, if you're a soccer fanatic, and see if it might be right for you.
Well, if you want to be an official, this gives you a chance you could kick people out.
Yeah,
you can
you
kick
wanna have a
fans
little bit of
out
power,
if
you know?
a disagreement with some of these fans, what they're yelling. You just say, you got to quiet down and please leave. And that's going to be a foul, I think, on Mansfield Christian.
Oh, now we got
Yes,
two balls
it is.
on the field. Take care of that
Multi-ball.
real quick.
It's like pinball. Hey.
You know, I think, again, that was another if they're still tied up and it gets under like 2 minutes, another ball should be inserted into the field of play.
10 yards marked off by the ref. And we're ready to go. Jamison with the kick.
Looks like a perfectly exact measurement of 10 yards.
And that's going to be headed away. Oh, that's a big, that's out of bounds too, and it is going to be a card.
Yeah, that's easily. They already stopped time. Number 4 not happy with it at all. He's got to watch out that he doesn't get a red here.
And that's a yellow. Both sides with 2 yellows each. So we'll take a look at the replay one more time. He's going out of bounds, and you just he's tried. He tried to say he was getting position, but the ball was already out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's one of those that gets heightened a little bit too. Most fields you don't have spectators 3 feet from the field.
Well, it might also be just the way he did it. He ran into him, then turned to get possession. If he was doing it in less of a physical way to try and get position, maybe that's called just as a foul. But the way it happened, referees see it that way, and that's why he gets the card.
Too, I respect the officials so far this evening, too, from the point that, it can be easy sometimes for any kind of retort back, which it's their judgment to do so. No red cards issued tonight because I really don't think anything's been malicious on any side, and there hasn't been too much of a pushback. So
that free kick bounces in and is easily saved. Madison on the way back. Also, the refs have to, sometimes they got to give the card just to try and keep control of the match as well.
Yeah.
And as you saw in the last maybe 10 minutes of the half and the second half so far, it's gotten a little bit more physical. Throw in, headed, and it'll be cleared out. Almost the midway point here of half number 2. 1-1 still the score.
Bit of a trip up.
Incidental contact. Mansfield Christian looking for numbers, but Madison's there.
No, you had it. No, you had it. No, you have it.
And there's a foul.
Yep, they're going to take notice of that.
You'll see it coming up right here on the replay. Just a little bit of an elbow. Foul against Madison. Ball kicked into the box. It's hanging around there. Shot on net, just wide. Saved by the goalie and out. I think we're going to get a corner.
Yeah, I thought that ball took a trip out of bounds off the first bounce, but it stayed in. Nice shot by the goalkeeper to stay with the play. If not, Mansfield Christian could have had quite the open opportunity.
Flames now with a corner here, looking to get the lead back. Into the box. Nobody there. Madison clears for now. Mansfield Christian looking to reset there, but nothing doing. Midway point of half number 2. Still even at 1. I want to thank everybody once again for watching live and free. Jamie also watching from Pittsburgh. Go Rams. Have a strong feeling those two are related, especially since they both have the same last name. Madison on side. Nice slide tackle. And it'll get cleared out. (11, 4-1 versus 10, 5-1. Cleared away. 3-on-3. Chance just off the goalie and cleared away. Mansfield Christian had a chance there.
Ooh, that was close. Broken up by the goalkeeper.
Another scoring chance there for the Flames, but just a little bit too strong on the lead pass.
Float one down there.
In towards the box. Header going to be taken away. Let's take a look at that chance ahead. That was Connor. Just a little bit ahead of him. And the keeper's there. However, we have seen possession really change into Mansfield Christian's favor. I said about 5-6 minutes in, it was about 50-50. I think it's now more on Mansfield Christian's side.
Yeah,
maybe about 55-45.
I think that's fair to say. They have really picked up the pace and pushed the tempo here. Approaching 18 minutes left in the second half.
Kicked in and saved again. Madison had the cross, but Baker was there to cut it off.
Again, another job. You got to keep your head on a swivel as a goalkeeper. Baker, cautious of that other Ram lurking in case he wasn't going to hold on to the ball.
Foul against the Rams. Quick restart. Flicked in on net, but the keeper's there. Will Jamison. 17:23 left. Make sure to stay tuned after the match for our Mechanics Bank MVP. We'll have an interview up here. Also, final stats and more after the match. Right here. Live and free on the OH.REPORT. Big kick it in!
Woo!
Wow!
Unreal.
Take a look at the replay.
I mean, how far out is
off
this
the reset?
Sheesh.
Randy Jamison, the freshman, as the fans are yelling from down below me, makes it 2-1 Madison.
I've been waiting for a goal like that, no matter the team nor player, all year long, to see one of those put in from distance.
So with 17:04 left, now less than that, Madison leads 2-1.
So,
Flames looking for an answer.
Yeah, a reversal of our narrative in the first half. Now, if you're Mansfield Christian, all it takes is one shot to get right back in and even things back up with more time than they did give up the goal to Madison in the first half, too. So plenty of time here.
That went out of bounds. Quick throw in by Madison. Deep kick. Madison's there to clear. And the Rams keeping their foot on the gas. So that's going to be knocked away. Will be a throw in for the Rams. That was a good 25, 30 yards on that goal.
Yeah.
Top corner.
And Baker really doing a good job all night. Just that one just out of reach.
Flames now behind for the first time tonight.
Ooh, taking some ankles.
Flames looking to get something going offensively after the goal. That's going to be kicked out, and it will stay with Mansfield Christian as they substitute. Coming up on 15 minutes left in regulation. Big goal by Randy Jamison. He just had so much room to operate as well to get set up for that kick.
Boy. Oh,
that's
boy.
off the goalie and saved. One of those balls that were just hanging around too long in the box.
Oh, another open opportunity for the Rams.
Nice slide tackle out of bounds. What's it going to be? It'll be a corner, but
that was clutch.
Cale Everode, last second, avoids the goals. We take a look here on the replay.
Yeah, if not, you got a 2-on-1 situation. Tough to face for any goalkeeper.
And that's saved. Flames with some numbers, trying to advance it ahead, but once again finds the foot of Madison. He'll kick it out of bounds. And another substitution with 13:30 left in the half. And again, Madison clears with a big boot to midfield. Out of bounds. And now a bad throw.
Yep.
So Mansfield Christian will get a throw in from that spot.
Looks like just a little bit of last-second decision, and the throw just came off awkwardly.
Got to go above the head. Can't go off to the side.
Yeah, no trickery that way.
Big throw into the box. Kick towards net. Ooh. And saved. As you see the replay. Los. Didn't get any elevation on it.
I mean, Mansfield Christian doing what they need to do. They're getting looks. And, you know, Madison so far content to not really eat up too much time. They look to stay kind of aggressive as well, so might just be a battle of who's going to be able to strike again.
.11 and a half left. Madison leading 2-1. On a Jamison goal, the only goal of the second half for the Rams, their first lead of the evening. That one kicked way ahead and will be easily taken out by Baker. Mansfield Christian has really controlled the pace of this second half, but like we've said a couple times, all it takes is just one good opportunity and shot on net to change it. Like that, but it's wide.
Could have been another one from distance.
Take a look at the Coney Island Diner replay as mass subs coming.
I mean, that goes just 4 or 5 more feet to the right. Baker would have really had to lay out to stop that one.
Coming up on 10 minutes left. Jamison looking to get his second. Gets around the fence,
with it.
Crosses, and goal! Wow! Joey Walker gets the cross and deflects it into the net. Madison leads 3-1. Wow, what a play. Jamison gets by 2 defenders, keeps his balance, crosses it into the box, and a perfect one-timer into the net.
I mean, just great awareness. I mean, he really powered through, stuck with the play, never gave up. And I don't really know Mansfield Christian, what else he could have done there? Either he just played that so strong, and
his second of the night.
Certainly makes things more of an uphill battle. I mean, a 2-point cushion in this game tonight, I don't want to say that's enough to be safe yet with almost 10 minutes left to play.
And on that, deflected, but saved.
I mean, the Flames obviously showing they have no trouble getting it back down and getting opportunity. Just shows why you've got to play flawless on both offense and defense.
It's going to be kicked out. Stay with Mansfield Christian. Flames looking to get back to within one. And that's going to get kicked wide.
Yeah, tough call. Got to kind of stop on a dime there and really no approach other than just trying to power that one into the net. Takes an awkward angle.
And that one wide right. Just trying to get something on net here. Eight minutes left. Crossed into the box, but nobody there. Just ahead is Will Jamison. They were looking for Johnson, but maybe a foot and a half, 2 feet too far in front of him. That pass out of bounds. Mansfield Christian will get possession back. Down 2 goals, you need to get one before the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, because, you know, once we hit 6, you got to get 1 goal every 3 minutes remaining. They're moving at the right tempo to do so. It's just all the way through. Their execution has to be, you know, together. They just haven't been able to piece.
Another throw-in, but that might be a bad idea for Madison because of the arm of Zerby. This is like a corner now. Big opportunity for the Flames. Into the box, headed. Deflected away, though. And the Rams survive for the moment, and that's going to get kicked out.
Did the ball roll out? Okay. It was still in. Mansfield Christian will retain possession.
And now Madison way ahead.
Look at the moves here, Trav.
Fakes it. Now he goes on. It's deflected away. Still in there. Madison still.
See if they're going to try and loft one up here.
Flames are there. Into the box. Can we get the hat trick? No, it's deflected away. Again.
Tried to push it ahead.
Barely saved in bounds. The lead pass, though, all the way into the keeper, Baker.
Approaching that 5-minute mark.
Contact. And it'll be a foul on Madison.
if you're Mansfield Christian, just got to keep fighting and try and create these opportunities as well, wherever you can continue to progress the ball, get it closer into Madison territory. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Madison try and slow the pace of things now. You know, they've built that two-goal cushion.
Yeah, it's just now just keep it in the Mansfield Christian zone.
Right, I think we'll see a lot more balls just kind of sent down there.
Get it into the corner. That'll be a throw-in for the Rams. We'll have a substitution. So we come up on 4 minutes left, but they will stop the clock. The leading team, when they substitute inside 5 minutes, you stop the clock. Gamesmanship type deal where you'll see. I mean, you see in the Premier League and World Cup, the leading team usually tries and keep their substitutions for late, but they have stoppage time. There's no stoppage time in high school soccer.
Right,
so
and
instead they stop the clock.
That encourages the team that's down. When you're making a sub, you really want to hustle in, because I think that happens a lot. Some of these officials get a little bit upset at the pace at which players sub in and out.
Tried to give and go, but nothing doing. Jamison there. Johnson able to avoid the keeper. Under 4 to play. Tries the lead pass, taken away. Under 3.5 left. Chance down the left side. A little tangling there. They do get the cross. Back post, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Mansfield Christian. That was a good job by Easton Mazak to deflect it out ahead of the post, so instead of a goal kick, it's a throw-in from deep in their own territory for Mansfield Christian. Ooh, nice move to get the defender by.
Officials letting a lot of some of that stuff they were calling at the beginning and have to go a bit.
Nothing as, I guess, fierce as you've seen
Right,
earlier too. It's more fighting for the ball instead of shoves or elbows or things like that. 2 minutes left in regulation, as that'll make it all the way to Jamison.
Got an injury for the Flames over in the corner.
I think we got a cramp.
Yeah.
Once again, make sure to stay tuned after the match for our Mechanics Bank MVP. Got to take a guess that we know who that would be if the score would stay the same.
Sure. Yeah, barring any miraculous comeback here in the last minute and 58 seconds. But still, if you're out there and a Ram fan, if you have an idea or an opinion, drop your vote for MVP in the comments.
I want to thank our sponsors as well tonight. Mansfield Christian Schools, Mechanics Bank, and the Coney Island Diner. You ever eat the Coney Island Diner, Hayden?
I have. Now, which one are we talking here? This is the one.
Not the Coney Island Inn, but the diner.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, eaten there many a times.
So substitution for the injuries. He's getting that cramp worked out. And we're going to get a handball just outside the box. And, yeah, you see right at the beginning of that, he got his hand up there. So,
yeah,
just outside the box, though, so it will not be a PK. There will be a free kick, though.
This is going to absorb a lot of time off that clock. Down to 1 minute and 10. And counting.
And there's the kick, and it's way over the net.
One minute left in the match. Mansfield Christian see if they can tack one on here. But Madison going to be pretty content to just try and keep the ball out of play.
.40 seconds. Kicked out of bounds. Another throw in for the Flames. .25 seconds. So it looks like Madison will get win number 11.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be it.
Both teams will finish 11-5-1 as they head into tournament time. 10 seconds. Madison scores twice in the second half to pull away for the 3-1 victory.
A little more difficult. There's no just taking a knee or dribbling it out, Travis. But Madison holds on for the victory.
3-1, your final. We'll take a break. Be back with our Mechanics Bank MVP and final stats. You're watching high school soccer live and free on the OH Report.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
final score here from Comstock Field in Mansfield, Ohio. 3-1 in favor of the Madison Rams. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. And Hayden, you know, tailed two halves. It was a pretty well defensively played first half. 2 goals in the final 5 minutes of that half. And in the second half, Mansfield Christian pretty much controlled the pace. But the Rams got the 2 goals.
Yeah, they did. I think both teams looked really, really good, really competitive tonight. And, you know, like you brought up a couple times throughout the match, it really just takes a few to connect. And one team can control the possession and the tempo as much as they want. But if the other team's able to strike in on their opportunities, then that can ultimately determine a victor. But I think a pretty evenly matched grouping of teams tonight that both played really well.
Let's take a look at the final stats before we get to our MVP. 14 shots for the Rams, 9 for Mansfield Christian. Madison, 8 on target. Mansfield Christian, 4 on target. 1 of those going in for Mansfield Christian, 3 of them for Madison, as you can see with the final score. Possession, I think I'm going to give it 60-40 Mansfield Christian for the way they played that second half. It was 55-45, but I think they do have about a 15% more possession rate in that second half. That's where I got to my number, and I'm sticking to it, Hayden. 60 to
fair.
Corner kicks, 5 for the Rams, 2 for the Flames. Saves, 8 shots on goal, 5 saves for Mansfield Christian. 4 shots on goal, 3 saves for the Rams. 2 cards each. 1 card in the first half for Madison, 1 in the second. 2 second half cards for the Flames. And then fouls, 11-7. It was 5-4 in the first half. A lot of early fouls by the Rams. Anything else on the stats before we take our final break, before, as you can see, our MVP coming up here?
I don't have too much other than I think it was very competitive. Nice to see 2 teams, you know, just separated by a few miles, give us a really good performance tonight, and excited to hear what our MVP has to say.
And you see him right there, Joey Walker. He's walking his way up here. We'll talk with him after the break. You're watching High School Soccer live and free on the OH Report.
Our number 1 receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach.
Culinary arts. Auditor.
A firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes-to-officiating.com.
Time now for our Mechanics Bank Player of the Game, and it is Madison freshman Joey Walker. Had the first Rams goal with less than 30 seconds left in the first half, and then the final goal off of the nice cross by Randy Jamieson. Joey, first, congratulations. Take me through those 2 goals, especially the first one with time running out in the first half.
Well, the first half and second half, number 14, they were man-marking me and Randy Jamieson. So we knew we had to spread them out, and Deacon her had an amazing through ball, and I was able to get a foot on it.
You know what? This was a defensive match for the first 35 minutes before those 2 goals.
Yep.
It was a physical match as well. What were you guys able to do, strategy-wise, to change in the second half to, get those 2 goals?
I think we just had to stay calm because coming into this game, we knew it was going to be a battle. So we came in here. I mean, they had 11 wins. So, I mean, no team's not good with 11 wins. So we came in here the second half. Coach told us just stay calm and just play our game, and we'll come out with the win.
Next up for you, tournament time. I can't believe it's already here, but
I know.
tournament time is here. You guys going up to Findlay, the 9-8 matchup for a sectional championship next Saturday. Have you seen what they have to offer and what's it going to take to beat them to get a sectional title?
I really haven't watched too much film on them. Coach was going to be sending out film. We'll be watching them all next week. And we scrimmage Ashland on Tuesday to get ready for it. And I just think we're just going to come ready to play, and they're going to be ready, too. They're going to be a tough team. I know they will.
All
They
right.
always are.
Finally, as always, if you want to look into the camera and give anybody a shout-out you'd like, go for it, my friend.
Shout out to my girlfriend, my family, and thanks to God.
All right. Joey Walker, tonight's Mechanics Bank MVP. Congratulations, and go get him in the tournament.
Thank you.
All right. That will wrap things up from here. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible tonight. Hayden Gray, as always, my camera and color commentator. Everybody back at the OH Report BS Media Productions. Mechanics Bank, our scoreboard sponsor. Coney Island Diner, our replay sponsor. Mechanics Bank, our MVP sponsor. If you want to be a pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor, you can. Just let us know. Mechanics Bank, Mansfield Christian School are commercial sponsors. Brian Skoronsky, Adam Thompson, Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley, Jory Hollenbeck, all back at the OH Report. The Mansfield Christian School Athletic Department for allowing us to be here tonight. And most importantly, you, the fans, for watching. Madison scores 3 unanswered to win the final game of the regular season and get win number 11, 3-1 over Mansfield Christian. For Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Mansfield.